next episode of figuring out who is the best Minecraft player. Now, if you have watched the last video, the last one was PvP. Now, neither Sharpness nor Feinberg was included in this, and I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to take a moment to talk about why they are good at PvP. Feinberg is one of the best speedrunners in the entire world, 7th place on the leaderboard. This doesn't really have much to do with PvP, but that goes to show that he's definitely good at mob combat. And since axes are commonly used in speedruns, he's definitely good at axe PvP. Now, Sharpness, he's beaten people like Dolly, and he's beaten some of the best PvPers of all time, like Dolly. And even held his ground against a hacker, even though he lost. But that's not the point of the video. This next category is parkour. We'll start out with Dream. Dream in MCC was the only finished first in parkour, and not only did he finish first, but he's the only person to finish this course. Based on and he has shown these 4 important things about parkour. The first one, movement. He is a fast and quick-thinking person. This is one of the things that makes him good at parkour. The other one, timing. If you can see in his manhunts, the clutches that are not staged have perfect timing. Okay, not 4, only 2. But he's definitely a 10 out of 10 at parkour. Next we have Technoblade. He is a skilled person at parkour, finishing even Skeppy's nearly impossible parkour course. He came in 2nd place in parkour in MCC and finished 1st in parkour in Minecraft Monday. So he's obviously also a 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Clownpierce. Clownpierce completed a parkour course while people were firing arrows at him and didn't pop a single totem. He also completed a parkour course in a Minecraft tournament that he was doing so good at that the people who were running the tournament had to put them in 3D, yet his team still placed 3rd. So he is definitely great. Illumina is one of the best, has good timing and is definitely good at parkour. Now, I don't know much about Illumina, but I definitely know that he's good at parkour. Now, I had to stop recording my voice for a second, so I kind of forgot who I've said other than Illumina, so I think that it's Oasis. onto It's Oasis. Now, I don't know when. I'm not sure about It's Oasis, but I know that since she's the best female PvPer, she has to have good combat movement, and combat movement can be very useful in parkour, since this means that your opponent, since this means that sometimes when you're doing parkour, PvP will be turned on. So with her PvP skill, she will be able to make it to the other side without too many casualties. And her combat movement can also help her because she's obviously going to have good timing as well if she's the best female PvPer. So she will have good timing in parkour. So, as you can see, this means that she can definitely be skilled at parkour. Next up is Fruit Berries. Fruit Berries place first, I'm pretty sure, first or second in MCC. And one of the games in most MCCs are Parkour Warriors. Now, we all know that he is extremely skilled at parkour. Also, like I said, his combat movement and his timing is very, very useful in 1v1s, in combat parkour and in regular parkour as well. So he is obviously one of the best at parkour. On to Ivory. Since she has killed the most people on the Hunted SMP, she has obviously got good combat movement and timing. And she thinks before she acts. This can only mean that with her movement, timing, and the way she reacts is extremely useful in this parkour. Sharpness. He's more at PvP than parkour. We have not seen him do much parkour, but he is but like I said, with his combat speed and reaction time, then he's got to be at least okay at parkour. And Feinberg. I'm not sure if I've said Feinberg yet, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Since he is a speedrunner, he has got to be extremely fast, and being extremely fast is important in parkour. Next up, we have Minute-Tech. Minute-Tech beat Choof in a parkour race, and he also beat one of the hardest parkour courses in less than a minute. And just like Clown Pierce, he beat a parkour course in 2D. He's obviously a skilled parkourist. Dolly. Now, Dolly, I don't know, but controversy to reaction time and PV and combat speed and timing. He's got to be he's got to be at least mediocre.